Well, we've talked a lot about the outlook for the grain sector in 2026, but what about the overall ag economy? AgDay's Clinton Griffiths goes in depth with Rob Fox of CoBank.
Rob Fox with CoBank joins us. And Rob, as we start to talk about 2026, from a broader economic standpoint, how's next year shaping up?
Well, actually, it's looking pretty good in my opinion. I think a lot of that tariff uncertainty that we dealt with 1 year ago is kind of faded from the fore. The announced tariff rates that were done on Liberation Day have come way down. And actually about half of all of the imports have tariff exemptions at the moment. So,
Right.
in actuality, the actual tariff rate is more like 10% when you're looking at the dollars that are being collected by the customs service right now. So previously tariffs were at 3 or 4%. Now they're really around 10%. So it's nowhere near as bad as where we were. And the AI phenomenon keeps driving the economy forward. Big investments set to increase in 2026, 27. Couple $1 trillion is going to help support the economy. As long as the stock market doesn't completely run out of steam, people are still going to keep spending money. Things look pretty good, in my opinion.
As we talk about, interest rates, we've seen those tick down over the last few meetings here. Does that help us?
A little bit on the margin. I was penciling in that we got another, at least one cut coming next year, and then perhaps two. That'll add a little bit of tailwinds to the economy, but I don't think it's the major factor either way.
Yeah. Overall, we need folks to have jobs and to continue to eat, to buy our products. You feel good about that going into 26?
Yeah, it's the most optimistic I've been actually in 3 or 4 years. I mean, things are on the general economy, things are looking pretty good. When you narrow it down into like row crops, grain, corn, and soybeans, we have way too much global grain production at the moment, driving prices down. Costs remain very high with, seed and fuel and fertilizer. So, it's still a struggle in that segment, but overall the economy is doing fairly well.
Well, Rob, I know it's still to come, and so we'll keep an eye on 2026, but sure appreciate you giving us a look forward today.
Anytime, Clinton. Thank you.